Game is my girlfriend. Counter-Strike is my wife actually.
Only 45% attendance in college and tuition में 60%.
It just happens. I forget to eat, I forget to drink, I forget to sleep. I don't need sleep actually. I can actually game forever.
I'm sorry, what did you ask?
A common thread binds them all together. Caught in a complex world of fantasies and gore, they are gamers. They can be professionals who do it for money, or addicts who do it because they can't stop. All these addicts need is to click away furiously at a set of keys for the rush of adrenaline. Games are invading all aspects of life, even mobile phones. As the market has increased, so has the number of addicts. India has emerged as a fast-growing market for the gaming industry. The mobile and computer companies are jumping onto the gaming bandwagon after realizing that a lot of money lies ahead.
A lot of companies who are taking steps to evolve the market, who are taking steps to get the gamers, get the young audience more interested into gaming, make it more accepted. Basically the only constraint that we have right now is that gaming isn't as accepted as we would want it to be, and society isn't as accepted to gaming as it could be.
Today's busy lifestyle leaves neither time nor room for outdoor games. This is when the video game comes in as the savior for all the sport freaks who lack the opportunity. The sole blame does not rest on the youth. The parents stand equally responsible.
Working people are so busy with their outside activities, they don't have time for their children. They just provide everything. They give money, they give play materials, they bring computers, or they say, okay, enjoy yourself, but don't ask our time.
As long as the games are a source of enjoyment, there seems to be no problem. But problems start when games become a regular habit and a repetitive action. The games are so realistic and stimulating that they carry away a person to a virtual world where the gamer then becomes a warrior or a car racer.
Now become a in the gaming industry become a very highly realistic. Almost we can't believe this is we used 3D realistic shooter. That level we are creating now in India also.
One starts associating himself to the game, and then the game starts to become the center point for everything. His thoughts, his conversation, the actions, they all revolve around the game. This is when one starts to become a game addict.
Titus, who has been gaming for the past few years, is one such addict.
My parents, my mother, she got annoyed and she couldn't sleep at night when I was playing, and the keyboard sounds were coming and mouse click sounds. This is like, it was, none of my relatives or my sister could come and stay with me.
Game addiction is the same as any other addiction. One starts to devote all their time to pursue that addiction.
Addiction is within the person. That means you start doing an activity, start playing a game, and you take pleasure out of it, and then your mind wants it again and again. And initially psychological dependence starts. Yes, look forward for a time as well as opportunity to play games, and later avoid all other activities and continuously keep doing the same activity. Throughout night you may play games or throughout day you may play games.
Not only time, but also a huge amount of money is spent pursuing this addiction.
I sold on 3 computers just for upgrading, graphics and the speed of the processor, everything. So I lost a lot of money, on 60 to 70,000.
Of actually a stress buster. So, after a tiring college day or school, just come back home, play this for like 3-4 hours, and then slowly I didn't even realize when this became a necessity. Playing this game, getting on the comp or getting behind the console, and just tapping those buttons, it actually became a thrill. And now I cannot do without it.
It becomes such a virtuality he goes into. Like my son, after playing a lot of games, he wanted to buy all types of guns. Wherever he sees a gun, he will say, hey, oh no, I want to have this. Of course, these are toy guns, but that becomes a liking, and liking becomes a habit, and habit becomes a addiction.
These video games demand a lot of eye and hand coordination. The gamer has to move and shoot at the same time, or keep the moving car on the road. This needs an excessive amount of concentration, which puts stress on the gamer's eyes, hands, and brain. The content of games has also been a matter that has raised several questions. Many games have violent and aggressive content, which bring about a behavioral change in many people. Many a time, the gaming habit becomes so addictive that the parents are forced to take the child to the psychiatrist for consultation. Once addicted to these games, it's difficult to leave it behind. Lalit, who used to play strategy games during his college time, could not carry on with his passion for video games after taking a job. But now he's back at work in Bangalore and has once again hit the gaming rooms.
I was an avid gamer in my college. I used to play Age of Empires 2. It was a cult. I was a cult worshipper of this game. Gaming was one thing which kicked me. People say you develop concentration. I used to develop concentration only because of gaming. I just thought, let me try if I can revive the gaming spirit in me, or it has died down already.
Psychiatrists feel that if diagnosed at the right stage, game addicts can be counseled and brought back to the realistic world from the realm of battlefields and racetracks. But identifying these addicts is not an easy task.
I cannot say I'm addicted, but yeah, I cannot leave these games. I will not leave them.